This video is brought to you by Peugeot Butterworth, located in Butterworth, Penang, Malaysia. Hey guys, right here I have a 2016 Peugeot 3008. And today, I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features, inside and out. So, here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car, the side mirrors will automatically fold in, and upon unlocking, the side mirrors will automatically fold out again. An electro-hydraulic rack and pinion power steering system is present on the first generation 3008. The Malaysian-spec model gets a leather-wrapped steering wheel with perforations on the sides, sport grips at 10 and 2, and a flat bottom design. An Aisin 6-speed automatic transmission is the only option for the first generation 3008 in Malaysia. This transmission does feature manual shifting via the gear lever. Front and rear parking sensors together with a reverse camera with guidance signs are standard on the facelifted model. Also standard is parking space measurement, a system that measures parking spots to see whether the vehicle can fit into the said spots. Next to the gear lever, you have the buttons to activate the vehicle's sport and winter modes. In terms of safety, the 3008 gets 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, electronic stability program, anti-skid regulation, hill start assist, a tire pressure monitoring system, and mobilizer, dead locking, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the outer two rear seats. As usual, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The bonnet release lever is located to the left of the front passenger's footwell. The facelifted 3008 comes with 17-inch Arigia diamond cut alloy rims. The rims on this car are wrapped in Michelin Primacy HP 225/50 R17 tires. The brakes are ventilated discs in front and solid discs at the back. The suspension gets McPherson struts and a torsion beam setup front and rear respectively. Peugeot's C-segment crossover contender would be the 3008. The very first generation debuted at the 2009 Geneva Motor Show. The styling received mixed comments, with some liking it and some hating it. Despite this, it still received some awards such as the 2010 What Car of the Year and the 2010 Semperit Irish Car of the Year. One innovative feature of the first generation 3008 is the Hybrid 4 model, which happens to be the world's first mass-produced diesel-electric hybrid vehicle. PSA's PF2 platform underpins the first generation 3008. This generation received a facelift for 2014, which consisted of a new front end, refreshed rear light graphics, and updated interior elements. The second generation 3008 made its public introduction at the 2016 Paris Motor Show. This 3008 is powered by a 1.6-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline-4 petrol engine with variable valve timing and direct injection. This engine produces 163 horsepower at 6000 rpm and 240 Nm of torque between 1400 and 4250 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 9.5 seconds onto a 202 km per hour top speed. 60 litres is the fuel tank capacity, and the combined fuel consumption for the 3008 THP automatic is 7.7 litres per 100 kilometers. 174 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometer, and the 3008 is a front-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the facelifted first generation 3008 in Malaysia includes automatic auto-leveling adaptive bi-xenon projector headlights, automatic wipers, headlight washer system, LED front indicators, LED daytime running lights, LED claw effect rear lights, front and rear fog lights, front and rear parking sensors, indicators below the chrome side mirrors, and body-colored door handles. You do have quite a large storage bin down there together with a bottle holder. You do have a speaker right here. And right here you do have your mirror controls, window controls. All of the windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions. And you do have your electronic child locks and window locks for the rear doors right here as well. This button activates your parking space measurement system, while this button activates or deactivates your vehicle's electronic stability program function. Down below you do have some storage. Peugeot door sills for the front. And the driver's seat in this 3008 does get full powered adjustments with all of your controls located right down there. You do have heated seats for the front, adjusted via this lever right here for the driver's side, and you do have another one for the passenger side. You do have manual lumbar support for the driver's side as well, adjusted using that knob right there. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. The 3008 in Malaysia does come standard with a dual zone automatic climate control system with all of the controls located right down here. It is quite simple to use. You do have your fan speed in the middle with your different modes, recirculation, front and rear defrost. Mono means if you have it turned on, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides, but if you turn it off, each side will have individual temperature controls. And speaking of temperature controls, you do have your driver's side temperature with your air conditioning button, and to the left you do have your passenger side temperature with your automatic mode. Right here you do have the vehicle's electronic parking brake. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and pull back on the lever once. To engage it, simply pull back on the lever again. Right here you do have a couple of cup holders, and right here you do have a power outlet. Just above the head unit you do have some storage, and to the right of the hazard light switch you do have the switch for your panoramic glass roof shade. This one turns off the vehicle's parking sensors, and this one is for your electronic central locking system. To the left of the hazard light switch you do have the controls for your heads-up display. This one turns on or off the display itself, this one adjusts the brightness, and this one adjusts the height. The 3008 comes with an integrated head unit featuring a 7-inch retractable color display, navigation, various media connectivity options, and 6 speakers for the sound system. I must say, for a stock sound system, the speakers in the 3008 do sound quite decent. The display right above is controlled using your set of controls located on the dashboard itself. You do have this knob in the middle that scrolls to left and scrolls to right and clicks down for enter, and you use this knob to go through the display itself. On either side of the knob you do have your shortcut buttons for your radio, music, navigation, mode, setup, traffic, phone, and you also do have your back button. To right you do have your seat track buttons, but the up, down, left, right buttons also acts as the buttons to go through the display itself together with the knob itself. You do have your 6 customizable stations down below. To the left you do have your volume buttons. Right above you do have your power button together with your CD player. The CD player is MP3 compatible, and to the right you do have your eject button. Now, we are currently in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu. If we hit the mode button, we can go between your Bluetooth audio information, your navigation maps, or you can also have the maps full screen. If you hit the radio button, we can go to your FM AM menus, hit the music button, and we can select your different media options. You do have CD, USB, iPod, auxiliary, and Bluetooth audio streaming. You can also set your audio adjustments right here with your automatic volume, balance and fader, your sound distribution, equalizer, bass treble, and your loudness settings. To go back, hit the back button. You can also deactivate your auxiliary source right here and access your video menu. If we hit the nav menu, we can bring up your destination input menu, guidance options, map management, and we can even restore guidance right here. If we hit the left button, we can go to your list of previous destinations, hit the setup button, and we can bring up your configuration menu. Right here you can set your color, adjust the brightness, set the time and date, and select units. You can also bring up your speech settings, language, vehicle parameters settings, and your alert alarm. Hit the traffic button to bring up your traffic information menu. and hit the phone button to bring up your Bluetooth telephone menu. Right here you can call a number, bring up your phone book, manage your contacts, bring up your phone functions, bring up your Bluetooth functions, and hang up if you do have a call active. Now, to the left, this button allows you to adjust the angle of the display, and hit this button to close the display if you do not want it exposed. Front quarter windows, and as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in from the inside, make sure this switch is in the middle and pull back on it. There are no controls on the steering wheel, but behind it, on the top right stalk, you do have your wiper controls. If you locate the button at the end of the wiper stalk, you can go through your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now, you do have your gear position, turning the display off, your navigation menu, your current figures menu with your range and instant fuel consumption, trip 1 with your average speed, average fuel consumption and distance traveled, and trip 2 displays the same set of data just depending on when you last reset it. And back to your gear position. On the bottom right stalk, you do have your audio controls. On the top left stalk, you do have your light and indicator controls. And on the bottom left stalk, you do have your cruise control and speed limiter controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. And right down here, you do have some storage. Front center armrest with storage down below. You do have actually quite a deep storage area. It extends all the way in, and you do have your auxiliary and USB ports right in here as well. Auto dimming rear view mirror, and you do have your interior lights right above. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a couple of lights. And you do have a sunglass holder right here. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. You do have a speaker down there together with some storage, and you do have your window control right there. You do have sunshades for the rear windows. And the rear seat backs in this 3008 do fold down. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then locate the levers on either sides of the outer two headrests, pull it, and flip the seat back down. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for leg room, I get about this much. and I do get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually not that bad back here. The seats are nice and comfortable. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs, rear aircon vents with storage down below. You do have a power outlet right down here as well. Rear center armrest with cup holders and a pass-through to the back. And you do have grip handles on the ceiling with hooks for both sides at the back. Also for both sides are your rear interior lights. The fuel flap itself is not actually lockable, but the fuel cap is, so you do need the key to open up the fuel cap. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad right beneath this portion right here. It is a split design, so to drop the tailgate, locate this lever, pull it, and drop the tailgate down. 512 litres is the boot capacity in the 3008 with the rear seat backs upright. Fold the rear seat backs down, remove the cargo cover, and the boot space becomes 1604 litres. In addition to the levers by the sides of the headrests, there are also levers on either sides of the boot to fold down the rear seat backs. The boot floor itself is adjustable to 3 different positions. There are hooks on both sides of the boot, and to the right there is a storage area. To the left there is a removable torch light and a power outlet. Under the actual boot floor is the vehicle's spare tyre, toolkit and jack. One thing that I forgot to mention for the back, you do have underfloor storage for both sides. You do have adjustable headrests front and rear. You do have your window control right there. Down below you do have a speaker, some storage and a bottle holder. The front passenger seat in this car does get full manual adjustments. This lever controls your seat back, this lever controls your seat height, and this bar down here controls your seat position. You do have your heated seat control for this side located right here. As with most other right-hand drive Peugeot and Citroëns, the glove box is quite small due to the location of the fuse box right here. You only have this area to store items in. Grip handle for the front passenger, And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with a couple of lights as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2016 Peugeot 3008. Thanks for watching and goodbye.